Hello everyone, I'm doing a walk with the dogs. It's very windy, so hopefully you can hear me alright. It is very windy, but it doesn't look like it, but it's like proper windy. Yeah, I hope everyone's well. I'm sorry I've not done a video for a while. I have recorded a few, but they just weren't. It's just rambling and ranting, and you don't want that. So I'm going to try and hopefully get a decent video on this one. Yeah, so I've not done one since New Year, so I don't know if I've said Happy New Year in my last video. I don't think I've done one this year, so Happy New Year. It's a bit late. I was meant to do one straight away, and it just ended up being a busy holiday. Work got busy, and then I started to get a lot of work for myself as well. And the time that I had, I've just spent it with my daughter. Yeah, me time. I've not had much me time, so I decided I'm gonna try and get these speakers, like microphones, sorry, and get out and about. I've noticed a lot of people are doing it, and I think that's the only time that we can do it, because when we're at home, we're with our wife and kids. And when we're not with our wife and kids, we're busy working because we're all broke. So, yeah, anyway, it's been a good year so far. I think my last video I said I've got projects to do. I do want to get my Mustang. I did get it running. I need to get it into storage, and I'll probably end up recording that and doing a restoration build on my Mustang. It's a 1967 Ford Mustang Fastback. It's a 390, the S code, so it's one below the 350 Shelbys. It's candy apple red. It's a nice Mustang, and yeah, I've had it for 12 years now, over 12 years. So I really want to get my head down and bring it back to life, get it back to how it should look when it came out the factory. But I've also got to put a double extension on my house. And because I don't get much money, I mean, I do, but I don't like borrowing money. I don't like remortgaging and stuff. So I've been trying to save up and work hard so that I can buy the materials to build the double extension myself, which I'm planning, once the weather gets nice, that's something that I can crack on with and get done. Hopefully, if I can get it all built by the end of the year, and it's all one sort of solid, secure shell with heating and electrics and a bit of a kitchen, I'll be very happy. That's my main thing to do. That's all. I just want a shell, and then next year I'll focus on decorating, putting in a brand new kitchen. You know, I'll use the kitchen I've got now until I can afford a new kitchen, or I'm happy getting a kitchen on finance. If it's 0% finance, I'm happy with that. But yeah, I've not had a big kitchen for years. Since I've been with Cherie, we've not had a big kitchen, so I'm really excited about that. And we need the bigger house because we're outgrowing what we've got now. We don't want to move because we love where we are. We're out in the countryside, and it's just so good for us. I don't want to move. None of us want to move from there. So yeah, it's a nice little cottage house. So yeah, that's this year's main project. The Mustang might wait, I don't know, or I might see how I get on. But yeah, double extension, that's my main thing. As for politics, my favourite man's decided to turn Restore Britain into a political party, which I've never been excited about politics before. I've never trusted politicians, but I think Rupert Lowe is our last chance. I honestly think that if he can't do it, no one else can. And if he can't do it, that's when you start talking about civil unrest and civil wars, because if he gets bought out, if that man becomes a liar and doesn't do the things that he's saying, then what politician is going to stand up there for the people? I don't think anyone is. So I think if everyone needs to back a horse and back a politician, I'm telling you, I know if you've been voting Labour all your life and you feel like you're betraying your family who have voted it since they were kids, or you're Conservative and you voted Conservative since your mum and your dad and your family have been telling you to vote for them, I think now is the time, although it's a new political party, now is the time where we all need to unite and we all need to vote for one party. I know loads of people are saying, oh, they're all the same, they're all the same. If I understand there's no trust in politicians, I completely get that. But for the first time in my life, I'm a man who doesn't trust people in suits. I hate men in suits. I don't trust them. I don't trust politicians. I don't trust businessmen. I just don't trust that type of person, because in my eyes, they are out there for themselves. They're rich because they've screwed people over. The politicians because they've screwed people over to get where they are. Now, I don't think Rupert Lowe's that kind of guy. Maybe he's got a bit of a bad background, but I'm telling you now, I don't think it's as bad as the rest of them. I really don't. We've got a leader at the moment who's a defence lawyer who stands up for criminals. Today, I've just heard that this guy, I'm not sure, I've forgotten his name, maybe I'll have to put it in the comments below when I finish my video. He's Mohammed something, I think, and basically there's pictures of him sat down in a restaurant with drug dealers and he beat someone, a constituent, with a pickaxe handle, and that guy's running for an MP. I mean, what is going on in England? It's ridiculous. And Keir Starmer is saying he's going to look into it. Like, how does he not understand that there's this guy out there? Sorry, I think my camera's a bit blurry. Yeah, it's because of the rain. How does he not know who's running for MPs in his cabinet, in his party? I don't understand that. How is he a leader? How is this man a leader of a country when he doesn't even know this? It's mental. It's absolutely mental. And then, do you know what? Going on to more happier thoughts, the other day I saw that Andrew Bridgen had made a video to say that he's been in talks with Rupert Lowe and he's joining Restore. That is brilliant. That's made me really happy, because Andrew Bridgen was the only Conservative in the Parliament that was standing up for people like me who didn't like the idea of mandatory vaccines. I believe you should have a choice and not be forced to do something that you're not really sure on, especially when there was hardly any data to back it. So Andrew Bridgen's in with Restore and he's brilliant. I am so happy that he's in Restore, because that means there's two brilliant men. He's got a great marketing team. It's fantastic. And then I was like excited about Ben Habib wanting to merge. But then after like 9 days, he put that video up and it was almost an attack on Rupert Lowe. And I'm just thinking to myself, I've never been more disappointed, because I thought Ben Habib would have been a great spokesperson and a great sort of MP maybe one day to run in Restore, because he's got that experience. But I honestly feel like he got a little bit of a strop on, because Rupert was getting a lot of knowledge. A lot of people were joining Restore. It was really good. He was in the spotlight. Everything was going great. And I feel like after that video, Ben Habib was a bit jealous, if you like, not envious. I liked his video congratulating Rupert, but how'd you go after 9 days talking about bringing the right together, and then you do an attack on a party that's going to absolutely grow? It's just going to grow. It's just going to be brilliant. So why did Ben do that? Ben should have known that was going to split the right more, because I'm really disappointed in him. And I was a member of Advance to help him whilst I waited for Rupert to be a leader, because even Ben said it himself, Rupert Lowe is a leader. He's a true leader. He's a man that you stand behind. You've got his back and he's got yours. Come here, guys. So why did Ben do that? I have no idea. It was just silly. I don't know if someone wound him up to do it or what, but that really annoyed me because it's made me see Ben in a different spotlight. I don't know what's going to happen. Come here, Al. Sorry, there's a truck coming. Come here. Go get sit down. I just paused there. Back again, sorry. Week 4 before was coming the farmer, keeping an eye on his land. It's probably Rupert Lowe. Hey! Yeah, I don't know why Ben did that. I don't know if someone wound him up and pushed him into doing it. But he really shot himself in the foot there, because like I've moved my membership now to Restore Britain. But I wouldn't support Ben again after what he's done. And I heard more news today. I've not looked into it yet, but I heard more news today that apparently there was some sort of, I don't know if it was a falling out or something in October, but apparently Ben wasn't getting updates on the grooming gangs. I mean, I was getting them, and I think a lot of other people were, but Ben was asking for more. And there's another car coming, unbelievable. Come here, guys. I'm back again. Yeah, apparently in October, Ben had messaged Rupert about getting some more information on what was going on with the grooming gangs. And I'm not sure the full conversation, we don't know. I don't know if this is rumours, you know, I've not looked into it, like I said. I've just heard another guy speaking about it. But apparently it got to the point where Rupert Lowe had offered Ben's £5,000 back, because I remember Ben put 5 grand in and Rupert put 5 grand in to sort of kickstart Restore Britain, but not as a political. It was to try and get issues sorted. They needed the money, the funding to look into the grooming gangs. I remember, because I supported it. But yeah, apparently he asked Rupert asked Ben if he would like his £5,000 back, and Ben has accepted it. And that to me tells me a lot about a man who at the time was in the spotlight to do the right thing, donate the money to get a cause to go into the grooming gang inquiry. So what he started off was a very noble thing. The fact that he's accepted, and this is a millionaire, Ben's not skint, Ben's not broke. And if I put 5 grand into a party like that, and I'm struggling now, and I'm a working class man, just over 30 grand a year, and I'm working as much as I can at night, so I still would have said to Rupert Lowe, this is just me, and this is just who I am. I would have said, no, keep the 5 grand, it's for a good cause, but please try and update me on, you know, the future, everything else that you're inquiring about, please, I'd like to know. And if there's any help needed, I'd help. But he didn't. He accepted the 5 grand back, and he took the 5 grand back out of what would have been sort of a charity to help innocent women and girls get some sort of, you know, future trial, to get their, to make them feel seen again after everything these girls have been through. Ben took the money back like that. I couldn't believe it, and I still can't believe it now. So yes, I don't fully know if this is true. I'm sure Ben's going to have to come out with something and show evidence of it, but we all know that Rupert's got a lot of evidence as well. So now's where we're really going to find out Ben Habib's true colours. And I am shocked if he has. I'm very shocked, because I really liked Ben Habib and I thought he would have been a good man, but it looks like he's someone else behind closed doors, which again, this is why I don't trust politicians. Andrew Bridgen, Rupert Lowe, I do trust them. I've seen what they've done. I remember after the jabs were getting put out there, I remember Andrew Bridgen was in Parliament and literally everyone would stand up and leave when he was just talking about his concerns of the incidents that were happening with the jabs, and no one in Parliament who's meant to be there for people cared. So that just says a lot about people in Parliament, and it says a lot about Andrew Bridgen and Rupert Lowe. If Rupert Lowe's accepted him onto his team and not Ben, there is something that we don't fully understand about these two. But yeah, that's me talk. I'm back to my car. My camera's all soaking wet. Sorry, it's not even my phone, it's my wife's phone, so she's not going to be happy with me. This doesn't work in my phone because my phone's so old. The updates of, like, it's just not updating. It's bad and bruised. I need a new one, but I don't like these phones. I want a satellite phone, so I do need to get one, maybe just to start doing videos on that, because I'm struggling to sit down on my computer at the moment and do videos that way. But yeah, hopefully it's recorded me all right, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye. Oh, don't forget to vote for Restore Britain as well. That's the new party. We need to follow it. I'm telling you now. I have my wife and my kid, and as a male, like a man should have to lead, and a man leads through his gut and through what he knows. I've been training hard. I've been working hard, waiting for the right leader for the right time. And I believe that we have a right leader at the right time now. And if we don't vote for Rupert Lowe and Restore Britain, we are in trouble. And again, like I said earlier in the video, I know people are sceptical of MPs and people in suits in Parliament, and I am as well. People think they're all no different, but I genuinely think Rupert Lowe is different. And if Rupert Lowe isn't different and he does turn his back on the people, if we do get him to the top, then do you know what? There will be civil unrest, unfortunately, because what are we supposed to do in this country if no man out there wants to lead us and help us? Everything that he's saying is common sense, and it's everything that we're feeling and we've felt for years. You go back 20 years ago and look at how England was when I was a young lad. It was safe to go out in nights out. You weren't getting recorded. Girls weren't getting recorded. Your parents would let you go on nights out. I remember my first night out was about 15. I was 14, 15 in a club. And I honestly wouldn't trust my daughter to go out at my age. Not anymore. I think young men are weak. By being weak, they're aggressive to women. They treat women like shit because they've not had that proper leader. No one wants to join the army. No one wants to fight for this country. I remember when I wanted to fight for this country, but I can see why no one wants to fight for this country, because the leader of this country is useless. He's destroying all the working class families at home, trying to pretend that he knows what working class is. He's no idea. The man accepted £70,000 donations and didn't see what was wrong with that. If we accepted £70,000 donations, the police would be knocking on your door going, where's that money coming from, mate? Do you understand? It's like one rule for them and one rule for us. So, but Rupert Lowe's different. I think he is going to help small businesses, which would help me out because I do like my little business. Although I'm working full time, I do keep putting money in that account and paying my taxes and just keeping it there for a rainy day. I like to have a backup plan. Because I don't want to be stuck working for someone that I don't like. And one day, if I do decide to take off again, I've always got it there. But yeah, if you look at your wages now and look what you can buy for it going up, and your income and your outgoings, I wrote mine down. I had a £345 mortgage 5 or 6 years ago. I had to remortgage now. I'm struggling to pay them. I can't pay the bills or anything on my own anymore. I need my partner's health. I need my partner's help. Whereas years ago, we were managing just fine on my own wages. In fact, she'd carry on paying me a little bit, but I'd go part-time. So I would help her out at home. It was nice me not being in the workshop all week. I could do stuff at home, like the garden. I was building the house up. whilst she was part-time. So it was nice. We had a lot more time to spend. We weren't financially struggling. But now you can't do that. We both have to work full-time. And that just shows how bad the leadership is in this country. And I know that Rupert Lowe is going to fix that. Anyway, I'm not going to ramble on anymore. I hope everyone has enjoyed the video. If you have, please help me out. Just give us a sub and a like. I think it will help me videos. The last few videos, they've not been in people's algorithm. Now, I don't know if it's because of the words I'm saying them again in this, actually. I think this will get knocked back in the YouTube algorithm. But yeah, I'm trying to, I want people to start voting for a store. So if anyone, I just want my voice out there, because I can't do much out here. I've not got the time. The time is with my family. I'm working to try and provide for my family. I'm not like these proper YouTubers, but I want to be the little voice that gets a few votes. If my videos can help change people's mind, then it'll help me and my daughter and my wife's future, because they need someone to lead this country properly. So that, and I'm ready for the hard times. I'm ready for the hard times, because I feel like our times are hard now. We've hardly got any freedom anymore. We're being watched all the time. There's cameras all over England, yet the crime is through the roof. It's because they just don't want to police the real crime. They go after people with dirty words. It's completely backwards, and Rupert Lowe is going to reverse it all. We're going to be in a safer country. My daughter is getting to the point where she's nearly in high school now. In 3 or 4 years' time, I want her to be safe on the bus, on public transport, going to high school with no scares, none of these stupid alarm drills because someone's coming into the school with a knife. That was not a thing when I was at school. It was not a thing 6, 7 years ago. So the fact that these schools are doing alarms, drills for people coming in with knives is mad. I want Rupert Lowe to get rid of all knife crime and completely have a massive reset of this country, and get rid of all the leaders, all the corrupt leaders. They need to get sentenced in a fair jury. They're trying to get rid of juries. It's just that it is an absolute dystopian world that we're living in, and it's getting worse. And Rupert Lowe needs to be in so that we can stop this, so we can have a massive reset and go back to how England should be. It's our culture. It's our way of doing things. You know, parents shouldn't be scared of letting the kids out. They should let the kids go out and roam free in the woods and everything, because kids don't do that anymore. Because parents are scared, so they think it's easier. Buy them a device, leave them at home. At least they can see the mates online. But it's not the same. They need to be out building dens, climbing trees, falling, breaking their ankle, going on skateboards. You know, that's what I did. And they don't do it anymore. Only when they're older. So anyway, yeah, I'm leaving it. I'm not going to carry on. Take care, everyone. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.